Brazil 1982. The beautiful losers. Football is about winning, right? That's what history remembers. But sometimes, losing can be just as legendary. And no team embodies this paradox more than Brazil's 1982 World Cup squad. A team that played with such breathtaking beauty, but they became immortal. Not for lifting the trophy, but for falling short in the most spectacular way. This is the story of the beautiful losers of Brazil 1982. A team that changed football forever. By 1982, Brazil had already won 3 World Cups in 1958, 1962, and 1970. They were the standard bearers of Joga Bonito, the beautiful game, where flair, creativity, and attacking football ruled over rigid tactics and defensive caution. But after the golden era of Pelé, the 1970s brought disappointment. Brazil had become more pragmatic, more physical, and less flamboyant. The 1974 and 1978 World Cups ended in frustration, with Brazil finishing 4th and 3rd, respectively. Fans longed for a return to their romantic style of play. Then came Telê Santana. Santana was a purist. He believed in football as an art form. His philosophy? Attack, attack, attack. He selected a squad packed with technical brilliance and offensive firepower. This was a team designed to entertain and, ideally, to win. The squad featured some of the most gifted players to ever wear the yellow jersey. Zico, Brazil's playmaker, often compared to Pelé. He had the vision, creativity, and goal-scoring ability of a true genius. Sócrates, the captain, an intellectual both on and off the pitch, with an effortless elegance in midfield. Falcão, the dynamic modern midfielder with a powerful shot and tactical intelligence. Éder, a winger with a thunderous left foot, capable of scoring outrageous goals. Cerezo, the deep-lying playmaker, setting the tempo with his passes. From the first match, it was clear this team was special. Brazil were placed in a tough group with the Soviet Union, Scotland, and New Zealand. But their performances were mesmerizing. Game 1, Brazil versus Soviet Union, 2-1. The Soviets were disciplined and defensively sound, but Brazil found a way. Sócrates danced through defenders to score a wonder goal, and Éder smashed home a volley that defied physics. Game 2, Brazil versus Scotland, 4-1, a statement win. Zico's free kick was a masterpiece, and the goals flowed freely. Game 3, Brazil versus New Zealand, 4-0, a training session in disguise. Brazil topped the group with 9 goals scored and just 2 conceded. Then came the second group stage, where things got serious. Brazil's first opponent in the second round, Diego Maradona's Argentina. Brazil ran riot. Zico, Falcão, and Sócrates put on a clinic, dispatching the defending champions 3-1. The future belonged to Maradona, but this match belonged to Brazil. Now, just one more match stood between them and the semi-finals. Italy. On July 5, 1982, in Barcelona, Brazil faced Italy in a match that would become legendary. But the goal that changed everything was still to come. Italy, by contrast, had started the tournament poorly. They drew all 3 of their group stage matches and scraped through on goal difference. But they had Paolo Rossi, a striker who had been banned for 2 years due to a match-fixing scandal, but returned just in time for the World Cup. The match started in typical Brazilian fashion, attacking with flair. But after just 5 minutes, disaster struck. Rossi pounced on a defensive error to put Italy 1-0 up. Brazil responded. Sócrates, combined with Zico, danced through the Italian defense and slotted home. 1-1. But Italy wasn't done. Another defensive lapse, another Rossi goal. 2-1. Brazil kept pushing. Falcão, with his trademark elegance, unleashed a rocket into the top corner. 2-2. Then, heartbreak. A corner fell to Rossi again. 3-2. Italy. Brazil attacked with everything they had, but Italian goalkeeper Dino Zoff stood firm. The final whistle blew. Brazil were out. Italy went on to win the World Cup, beating Poland in the semis and West Germany 3-1 in the final. Rossi completed his redemption arc, scoring 6 goals in the tournament and winning the Golden Boot. But despite Italy's triumph, the world couldn't stop talking about Brazil. That defeat was a turning point. Brazil had enchanted the world, but they had also exposed their flaws, defensive naivety, and a lack of pragmatism. After 1982, Brazilian football changed. The romanticism of Santana's philosophy gave way to a more structured, cautious approach. By 1994, under Carlos Alberto Parreira, Brazil won their fourth World Cup, not with free-flowing football, but with defensive solidity and tactical discipline. The lesson was clear: beautiful football alone wasn't enough. Despite never winning a trophy, the Brazil 1982 team remains one of the most beloved teams in football history. Their style, their audacity, their sheer joy on the pitch, it represented the essence of the beautiful game. Even today, when people debate football, one question always comes up: would you rather play like Brazil 1982 and lose, or play like a defensive powerhouse and win? Because sometimes losing isn't really losing. Sometimes losing makes you immortal. What do you think? Was Brazil's 1982 team the greatest team never to win? Let us know in the comments. And if you love deep dives into football history, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Football, the Beautiful Game, and hit the notification bell for more amazing stories from the world of football.